are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Kyle Hendricks gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
First pitch of the AB on its way. To third, right to Bryant. And there's one down now. So now it's Brian Reynolds. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's 0 for 11. First pitch on the way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Up next, Ke'Bryan Hayes. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch. Hit hard to third. Oh, look at Bryant. He gathers the throw. Got him. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more on opening day after this. Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs. The shortstop, Javier.
Now the pitch.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
That is good. The third baseman.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Chris Bryant is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
2-2.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Brian Goodwin. That's lifted the other way out to left. Peterson has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
That is good.
And stepping in, Colin Moran. His matchup numbers with Hendricks comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He also has 1 home run. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He takes the turn and heads for second. And this throw gets away from him.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Gregory Polanco as he sends it on the ground to first. Rizzo was there. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that brings up Adam Frazier. First pitch on the way. Moran at third with 2 away. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Prior matchups with Chad Kuhl. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Fouled off. In his career, Happ is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, outside. That's a ball.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
That is good.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. First offering. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Here's Jock Peterson now, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
That evens it up 1-1. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
2 strikes.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Ready on 1 and 2. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's 4 for 14. Here's the first pitch. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Rizzo is underneath this one. One pitch, one away. And now, Chad Kuhl.
Chad.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Lazy fly ball out to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Newman.
To the plate now, Kevin Newman, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Bodie takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. So next to bat will be Brian Reynolds. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Line to the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brian Hayes.
Brian Hayes digging in now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
He's set. The 2-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The set and the 2-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Batting in, the second baseman, David Bodie.
Stepping in now, David Bodie. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1.
0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Batting top, the pitcher, Kyle.
So now to the plate, Kyle Hendricks. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. There's one on to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Batter number 9.
Back to the top of the order now. And in the bat next, the versatile weapon, Javier Baez. First pitch on the way.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Bounce to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Anytime you're going for third, you want to be really sure you can get there because you know you're already in scoring position standing on second base to begin with. He almost made it work because it ended up being a close play. But man, those outs at third are tough to swallow.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper down the first. Batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The left fielder, Brian Goodwin.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The first baseman, number 19.
So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peterson has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So next to hit is Gregory Polanco, grounded out in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll give
For the Cubs, the third baseman,
Roberto Ozuna answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Number 54.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Bryant stands at an impressive 6'5". Swings the bat and throws right-handed. He was a first-round pick back in the draft. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and beat the throw to third. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
Standing in now, Ian Happ, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Bryant at third with nobody out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Polanco has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple, and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 0-2 pitch.
Peek out over the heart of the plate.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Anthony Rizzo becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Snap throw to third. 2 out here and a runner at second. 2-1. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. Lays off the slurve there, and it's 3-1 now. David Bodie would be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with the base open to work with.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up one of the best. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0.
Yeah.
Popped him up. Moran moving to his left, and that retires the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We played 4 full. The Cubs are on top 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been one first pitch out after another, and that's been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case today.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Adam.
Here's the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
the plate, Jacob Stallings. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a throw over. The 0-1 on its way. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first down.
The pitcher, number 54.
Stepping up is Roberto Ozuna. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Newman. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit. Little bit out front, ended up popping out.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Pirates lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
Kyle Hendricks.
First pitch on its way. Taken but called a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Javier Baez. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a shot out to right center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Michael Feliz is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 45. Michael Feliz.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Jason Hayward is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Feliz is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Baez on third with 2 out. In for strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. So here is Brian Reynolds, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
1 strike.
1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Nope.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Hit in the air to center field. Happ is right there, one down. Now at the plate here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on the way. Fly ball out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Up next for the Buccos, Brian Goodwin. He grounded out last time up. Line to the right side. Hayward gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 2 for 3.
The center fielder, Ian.
First pitch coming, here it is. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
No ball.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Count even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Jock Peterson stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Wilson Contreras would be next. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, here is Colin Moran. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Bucks have struck for a run, it's now a 2-1 score.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate now, Gregory Polanco. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him as the Pirates have come back to tie things at 2.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
So here's Adam Frazier. And it's fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. 2-2 to Adam Frazier. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-time home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box, Jacob Stallings. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it's foul, strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
That's out.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's right there. And that's the second out. So the next to bat will be Michael Feliz. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Bounce it to the left side. Bryant's got it. On on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley, and we are tied 2-2. So now into the box is Wilson Contreras. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have that. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitch.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Well, the key to hitting triples is being aggressive right out of the box. He smokes this thing to the outfield and is thinking 3 bags the whole way. And by the time they can get the ball back in,
Kyle Crick is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Cameron Maybin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, Cameron Maybin.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
1-0 count. Here it is. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. First pitch on its way. Javier Baez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runners are at first and third, one away. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover.
Oh, man, as a pitcher, I love seeing that bat go flying out of a batter's hands like that. You just know that you've got him way off balance and way fooled when you see that lumber going flying down one of the baselines.
1-2 now. Ready now. Two-strike pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with two gone now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Jason Hayward is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Brandon Workman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 45.
Ready to begin the eighth, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Kevin Newman. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Hayward. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Lose the game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
Stepping in now, Brian Reynolds. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Next up is Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Oh, 0-1 count, the pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Bodie is there, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And this game is still tied at 2. Bottom of the inning now. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. And the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there. He's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
To the plate now, Ian Happ, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Slow little roller to third. And there's out number 2. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. Lifetime in this matchup. He's just 1 for 6. In there, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know...
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains 2-2. Digging in will be Brian Goodwin, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Happ is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in next, Gregory Polanco blasted a solo homer last time up. Fouled off. The 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the... Richard Rodriguez comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Pulled toward right center field. Reynolds is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start tonight. Next, it'll be Wilson Contreras. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Another 1-2 delivery.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And now here is David Bodie. Prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Short, hit hard. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Austin Romine will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Here's the first pitch. He can make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Reynolds will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Ryan Tepera takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 53, Ryan.
Jared Oliva will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And late reactions, and they got him. First offering.
Whoa, that's just out.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 delivery. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Pops this one up. Rizzo calls for it. 2 gone. Stepping in next, Jacob Stallings, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering, and he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Into the basket, and it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. As they've taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Number 14, Jared Oliva.
That's a great job by the hitter right there. Extra innings, breaks the tie up. That's not an easy thing to do.
Gonzalez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for Pittsburgh. Number 2, Eric Quintana.
From the stretch. And this is lined softly to the left side. But that'll land foul, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Calling a strike. Outside, 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hap able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. And Pittsburgh's taking a 3-2 lead. Jared Oliva will stick around. Jason Shreve takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Javier Baez. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
0-2, here it is. Line drive to left. Goodwin is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Tepera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a liner. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the 2nd out. Striding in is Chris Bryant, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
Hit hard but foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible time.